you've been consistent. You've said all season long the defense not good, but you've been praising the offense. They've been held in check for a second straight week now. What's the deal with the Cowboys offense?
Jay, you used a term on yesterday's show. I believe you said it's a Gen Z term, saying that they're unserious.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what the Cowboys offense was today.
Right.
Clearly, going into the game, you've got to know, we talked about the stats. You're giving up 31 a game. You're scoring 31 a game. You're going to need to score, which means you have to do things right off the bat. And this team is just unserious with the fundamentals tonight. And they've got to score. You look at some of these plays, there's a lot of incompletions. They struggle to protect. But here you go. Ball security, outside arm. This is just common knowledge, and we just have absolutely no clue that the ball might pop out. You take points off the board there. Later on, we got Dak. Here we go. We get a nice completion. We're down. We get a taunting penalty. Pickens, you can't be serious. You're down 10 points. You get the first down. You give 15 yards right back. And then again, you're in field goal range. You're down 10. This is going to be a one-possession game. Ball's in the inside arm. Fundamental football, Jay. Fundamental football. Again, like in these plays, it's not like, hey, we're moving it back and forth because I'm kind of in the middle of the field. Now I'm running over here. Both of those situations is I mean, again, I tell my 18-year-olds in London Junior Mustangs and stuff, you've got to have the ball in the outside arm and protect yourself from fumbling. In the pick and stuff, it's when will it end with this guy? He's such a tremendous, tremendous talent. You finally have some momentum. You get a first down and be like, okay, I'm going to get a taunting penalty. It's unserious. They're unserious.
They're an unserious team. I'm not sure if Arizona's a serious team, but they look a lot better with Jacoby Brissett under center than they did with Kyler Murray under center. Third straight game for Brissett to start in place of Murray. When Murray's ready to come back, do we have a controversy on our hands?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, if you're Jonathan Gannon right now, you're not obviously on the hot seat, but things have not gone well for you to start your tenure in Arizona. Yes, you have a ton of money in Kyler Murray invested, but Brissett's just flat out outplayed him. Tonight, now granted it was against a very bad defense, but he looked very, very comfortable. But the thing that I will say is Marvin Harrison Jr. is also considered to be a franchise guy. When you drafted him, you're thinking this is a 10, 12-year guy, if he stays healthy, that's going to be a perennial star. And he has been very inconsistent. It's been very tough to get him the ball. And tonight you saw him all over the place, kind of what we all thought he would be. So it becomes one of those situations where if Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr. can't get on the same page, it's not like, hey, we got to stick with our franchise guy, Kyler, because you have another potential franchise guy in Marvin Harrison Jr. that is on the short end of the stick with that.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I'll say, they're in a very, very tough division, Arizona is, and I don't give them a chance, so I'm being honest. But at this stage of the season, that seventh playoff spot, is it available? Is it for anyone to take? Sure. I mean, they're going to have to win some games. And Brissett has clearly shown he gives you a better opportunity to win right now.
Let's get back to Jerry Jones, because I know you love chatting about him. I know I do. Jerry Jones claims he has already made a trade that will be announced on Tuesday before the deadline. He says he's made this trade, and he says it will help shore up the Cowboys' defense. I guess my question is, at this point, does it matter?
Did he trade for the entire 85 Bears? I mean, what player?
Or maybe the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, what player, or unless there's like a huge haul coming in, 2 to 3, like one guy's not fixing this.
Walker deal all over.
Correct. So, and it's typical Jerry. Like I've mentioned Pickens being like, when is this guy going to stop it? I think we know the answer, Jerry. Like, why would you say that? And also, why would you announce you have a trade before this game? Like, it was such a pivotal game. You're playing the 2-5 Cardinals, and you get shredded. But once again, Jay, I don't know who's out there. There hasn't been much chatter about guys on the block.
Yeah.
Some of it has been Hendrickson in Cincinnati, but it's like I don't really think that is going to happen now. You'd have to absorb that whole contract ordeal. Like, what star? Are you going to give up your entire farm for Myles Garrett and absorb that deal? Like, I'm trying to rationalize who he's talking about that's going to shore up this defense, and I'm thinking, like, it's got to be a perennial star here.
I mean, I'll give Jerry one thing. He knows how to tease us, right? That's a tease.
I have a feeling that it's going to be announced tomorrow, and they probably got somebody that was relatively unknown for like a 6th-round pick, and Jerry's going to be like, oh, this guy's going to shore things up.
Yeah, Jerry might have bamboozled us. We'll find out. You have a new episode of your podcast, Film Never Lies, dropping on Monday.
Yeah.
And you have a really cool guest on this week.
Yeah, his name's Brett Jones. He's 2014 CFL Most Outstanding Lineman of the Year. They won the Grey Cup in Calgary that year. He's from Weyburn, Saskatchewan. He's my favorite guy on planet Earth. The episode is about what I like to call the mecca of football in this country, Jay, and it's the province of Saskatchewan. All the way, we talk about the 6-man teams they have in the rural areas, the 9-man ball. I mean, you look at Saskatchewan right now. If I can brag on this province.
Let's do it. 306.
Okay? Yeah, you go, the Hardy Cup is Regina Rams versus the Saskatchewan Huskies this week. The Saskatoon Hilltops in the CJFL are in the national championship. The youth situation there is unbelievable and wildly supported. And the Rough Riders are in the West Final.
It's unreal.
If you're a football fan, I definitely think you need to make the trek out there for a weekend one year, if you haven't already, and just experience what that Friday, Saturday vibe is in Saskatchewan. And Brett Jones, I shed a tear on the thing. I do. I'm embarrassed a minute. He said, I shed a tear on this thing.
You got to check it out. You want to see Luke shed a tear? You want to hear some great football talk? Film never lies. You can check it out on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. That's how I listen to it. Luke, your boy, Pete Carroll.
He's down bad.
Oh,
he's
man.
the opposite of Saskatchewan right now. He's down bad right now.
Up against Sean Payton and the Broncos. The odds courtesy of FanDuel. Broncos 7-2, a 9.5-point favorite. They've won 6 straight. You giving Pete and Gino any opportunity here to win this thing?
No. No, I'm not. But I hope I'm wrong.
Right.
I hope I'm wrong, Jay.
Right.
But it's tough watching Pete for me on the sideline. He looks just kind of, he's at a complete loss.
Yeah, I think you're right. You can see the action Thursday Night Football, 7 Eastern. Our show will immediately follow it, and Luke will join me for the show.